headquarters was anticipated to be a first-choice cornerback.
Yes, indeed. Aidan Higgins played in every round of the National League except the National League final, and many people thought at the time he was unlucky to lose his place then, so he is a natural cornerback, so maybe that might restore the balance to the team.
And of course Higgins has a point to prove when he gets a warm welcome from the Sligo corner forward, which has been spotted by Paddy Russell, and this sort of behaviour will not be acceptable to the official. And Paddy Russell is going down and having a word with both Aidan Higgins and Jerry McGowan. Mayo are thinking about introducing a substitute, and I can see the blonde hair of Kieran MacDonald inside in the dugout, and it looks like Kieran MacDonald will be introduced rather shortly. Apart from Marty McNicholas, there's nobody there with the incisiveness that's required by Mayo. This is Fergal Costello. Sean Davey goes in hard and fair and wins possession and the sideline ball.
Yes, and significantly, Sligo are winning all those man-to-man tosses. They're going in much harder for the ball than Mayo at the moment. Mayo are standing back waiting for somebody to do it for them, but the Sligo players are going out and making things happen.
John McPartlin and Kevin Cahill were tussling off the ball as the action was continuing around centre field, where Mayo have won a free. Good defending, great defending by left corner back Brendan Phillips, because he certainly seemed to be at a disadvantage. He loses possession here under pressure, and that is gone over the bar. A well taken point. Stephen Carolan from Belmullet gets his first point. That's 2 points now that Sligo have conceded. They won the ball, or at least they should have won the ball, and they lost it, and on both occasions Mayo have scored.
Yes, it was good pressure from both Marty McNicholas and Stephen Carolan. But just one thing is worth watching here, Marty. The Sligo goalkeeper Peter Walsh has had difficulty with 4 of his kickouts to date. It'll be very interesting to see what length he gets on this.
As you can see, our suspicions have been confirmed that Kieran MacDonald is going to be introduced to the Mayo attack. And what a wonderful performance he gave in Croke Park when Crossmolina won the All-Ireland Club football title. And it's Ronan Loftus that's making way, it appears, for the left half forward, the normal left half
number
forward.
Number 23, Kieran MacDonald replaces number 15, Ronan Loftus on the Mayo team.
Yes, confirmation that it is Ronan Loftus that's been substituted. David Durkin sprays the ball over to the far side. Getting there first is Alan Roach. And the referee makes the correct decision. Alan Roach had time to get rid of it.
He had time to get rid of it. He had scored from the back that time. He should have let the ball back rather than run through people. I notice at the moment actually that Tom Nallen must have only gone off as a blood substitution that time, and he's coming back on now, and Aidan Higgins is coming off.
Word from the sideline is that Tom Nallen has received some stitches in his ear.
Tom Nallen returns to the action on the Mayo team in place of number 17,
the Mayo full back line again. So Paul Taylor takes this free. Punch down, comes to Sean Davey. Difficult angle again, hits off the post. Sligo have it. It's Desi Slide. He still has it. The referee is looking. The ball is scrambled around, and the referee has given the free to the Mayo defence. There's a terrible uneasiness in that Mayo full-back line.
Yes, indeed, I think that's the correct word. It is uneasy. It's not confident or comfortable with itself at all. It's not dealing with those high balls coming in, a little bit like the Galway full-back line last weekend.
Program with the people who are standing behind the goals at the baking factory end of the ground, please cooperate with the stewards and move away from the area in which they are.
Michael Langan.
People at the bacon factory end of the ground behind the goals,
ball.
Please
Jerry McGowan wants to take it quickly.
With the stewards and move along where they are.
Paul Taylor again will try and lob this in long and high. Eamon O'Hara knocks it down to Desi Slime. Oh dear! Oh dear! That really should have been a goal.
Oh, certainly, that was a goaling opportunity there, but it was dreadful defending by Mayo. They were caught ball watching, and he had, you know, a simple chance that time of putting it past Peter Burke. But when the ball came in, there's no cover getting in behind there at all. And Desi Sloan is given a great opportunity from 13 metres, but spurns the opportunity.
Sligo continue their dominance at midfield. Paul Durkin scrambles it out for Eamon O'Hara. Pushed on the back, so it's going to be a free to Sligo. Again, they'll pump it in long. Roscommon style, look at this for marking, it's terrible. Alan Roach has to sweep up. But the Mayo fans here in Castlebar must be having palpitations every time Sligo decide to launch a high ball in. Well caught by Mark Cosgrove, showing his assertiveness at fullback. David Durkin needs his namesake, but no relation, Paul Durkin. 4 Mayo players around him, and Durkin is given the benefit of the doubt.
Shouldn't have got the benefit of the doubt. He bounced the ball twice that time. Should have been a free in for Mayo.
Absolutely. Here comes Michael Langan. Sligo trying to push home their advantage, and again they're caught defensively. John McPartland shouldn't have got that ball. This time McPartland was deemed to have overcarried, and it's a free to Mayo.
Yes, just going back to the Mayo full back line, I think the problem you have there is that Alan Roach has been used to playing centre half back, and as such he attacks the ball. He's not used to the covering role that a cornerback needs, and I think that frailty is there in the Mayo back line at the moment. If Sligo can continue to get possession at midfield and keep the ball going in there certainly will be more goaling chances available to them, I think, as the game goes on.
Down at the other end, Kieran MacDonald, interestingly, has taken a position at full forward. Kieran MacDonald takes control of the situation, and it looks like the ball is suffering from a lack of pressure, and MacDonald is informing the referee that a new ball is required. Confirmation of the substitution just moments ago. So here's Kieran MacDonald. Well, that isn't inspiring now, I must say.
Now that's quite revealing actually, because Kieran MacDonald is one of these players who kind of thrives in confidence, and a kick like that actually can get to him a little bit. From a Mayo point of view, that's a little bit worrying.
And the kick registers Mayo's 4th wide of the match. Referee Paddy Russell's attention has been drawn to some off-the-ball incident, and he's speaking to Michael Langan from Castleconnor, which is in the northwest part of the county of Sligo, very near Ballina. It's confirmation that the centre half back has been shown the yellow card. David Durkin. Challenge by David McDonough was a bit severe and punished by the referee. Paul Durkin sends it in long. Sweeping up Fergal Costello, Colin McMenamin. This is better play by Mayo now, Trevor Mortimer. And Sligo, if they are fouling, they're fouling around midfield and in their own half-forward line. The breaking ball falls to the corner back. Here's a chance, and the goalkeeper is beaten. Incredible. A sensational development in Castlebar. The cornerback Tom Nallen, captain of Crossmolina as we mentioned earlier, followed his man around midfield and then was sent through at the opposite end. Here he comes, Peter Walsh facing Tom Nallen, and the cornerback, not known for his attacking prowess, scores a sensational goal that brings Mayo back into this Connacht Championship semi-final.
Certainly you've got to credit his composure there, the way he just kept his nerve when he was faced with a one-on-one. But what in the name of God was he doing up there?
A game that Sligo seemed to be controlling as we got that little bit nearer to the half-time whistle. Now transformed as Mayo go into the attack. Stephen Carolan goes for his second point, but finds the target difficult to reach. Fifth wide for Mayo. Well, sometimes we get half-back scoring, sometimes we get midfield, and obviously we get forwards. And I think it's the first time I've seen a corner-back score a great goal.
Well, I certainly think he's an endangered species anyway, whenever you see one coming up like that. But just going back a couple of weeks ago, we had a Fermanagh-Donegal game where Fermanagh were dominant and didn't score when they were, when they had so much possession. Sligo will be regretting the fact that they haven't translated the superiority onto the scoreboard more significantly.
Rory Brennan is having difficulty, and he's getting some medical attention. Mays' club football with Tubber Curry. But he seems to be okay. Takes his position there beside Colin McMiniman. Pat Fallon knocks it down. Colin McMiniman was coming through in it, but it's David McDonough that wins possession. Kieran McDonald now, floating it into the corner. Better ball. Marty McNicholas looking around. Nobody really running through the centre. Peter Walsh stays in his line, and left half back Patrick Naughton is back there. Works out okay from a Sligo perspective, but it wasn't a great clearance. Comes down towards Jerry McGowan, given a lot of space by Kevin Cowell. McGowan needs support outside, and it's not forthcoming, but they've won a free. And from a Sligo viewpoint, a score here would settle them again, just as we approach that half-time whistle. McGowan here getting inside Kevin Cowell. Referee deemed that was a foul.
Yes, for all the dominance, they haven't scored in the last 15 minutes actually, so this is a very important kick.
Desi Sloyne sends it over the crossbar. Second point of the match for the number 13. Sides level. 1-4, 1-4. Sligo, in fact, is 1-5 and Mayo 1-3. So
3 minutes additional time will be played at the end of the first half.
Sligo leading by 2 points. Free to Sligo. Confirmation of the correct scoreline. Sligo 1-5, Mayo 1-3. 3 minutes extra time here now in Castlebar. That's a good ball up towards McPartland. And that was a bit rushed and a bit optimistic. And I'm sure that's something that his manager, Peter Ford, will be disappointed with. Needed to hold on to that ball.
Needed to hold on to it and take Tom Nallen on that time, because they have been having success whenever they've taken on their inside, when they've taken on the Mayo full back line. But just in a general trend, Mayo have no right to be within 2 points of Sligo at this stage. Sligo had 3 great goaling chances. They have kind of spurned to taken one, but they should be much more than 2 points ahead with the amount of possession they've had in this half.
Pat Fallon gathers it second time round. That's going to be a free for the Mayo man. Colin McMiniman. Philip Gallagher did very well. Trevor Mortimer trying to challenge Rory Brennan. Pumps it in long. One Sligo man. 4 Mayo defenders, including midfielder Colin McMiniman. Kieran McDonald. Mayo playing with a little bit more confidence now. Centre half-back James Nallen giving it to his clubmate and county mate Kieran McDonald. That's hit high, and that is sent to the left and wide. The Mayo fans anticipated when they seen moves between Nallen and McDonald, but the white flag is automatically raised, but not this time.
Yes, encouraging from a Mayo point of view. That's the first time James Nellen has broken out of his defensive shell and come forward to help out the attack. And again, sets up Kieran MacDonald nicely in this situation
number
here.
20,
Kieran possibly should have done better with that.
Replaces number 9, Rory Brennan, on the Sligo team.
Just confirmation there in the background. You might hear that Sligo have introduced Kieran Quinn and taken off his Rory Brennan. So a switch at midfield, an area where Sligo have been surprisingly doing very well. Here's Kieran Quinn. Needs to go back towards Paul Durkin. Decided against the punt pass, uses the fist instead. Michael Langan. Kevin Cahill, fouled by Jerry McGowan. Nobody immediately available now. Fergal Costello spots David McDonough. It was a jersey pull, according to the signal from the referee, so it's going to be a free to Sligo.
Just going back to Rory Brennan going off, that's a very big loss to Sligo. I think he's gone over in his ankle because he'd been playing very, very well in the middle of the park for them.
It's going to be a hot ball, I'm sure. Well into injury time now. And Sligo try to at least hold on to that scoreline, that advantage they have. Fergal Costello gets the breaking ball. James Nallen, Kieran Quinn, calling for the far side is John McPartland. Good defending by Noel Kennelly. Punch forward, there's nobody available except Desi Sloan, who's brought down. The referee points to the penalty. Terrible defending by Mayo. They're focusing, their concentration seems to be off the boil, and Jerry McGowan was brought down unnecessarily, and the referee had no hesitation in pointing to the penalty spot here. Let's just look at it again. Slack marking, brought down, it looked like he was pulling him down, and the referee immediately said penalty spot.
Yes, indeed, they're very hesitant and unsure of themselves. Alan Roach, either Alan or I think it was in that case Kevin Cahill knew who should go for the ball, and Jerry McGowan exploited the situation.
It's Paul Taylor against Peter Burke. Taylor sends it wide. Sligo are throwing this championship match away. That's 4 chances of goals, 1 taken.
Oh, Mayo are very, very lucky to be within 2 points of them at half-time.
And psychologically, that is a very bad blow to Sligo, because they've dominated this game from the start. They allowed to come back with a Tom Mallett goal thanks to Mayo, but certainly at this